created a secluded tunnel leading to the first of the three lakes, sitting just off to the right, a quarter-mile up the driveway. Lush, rolling terrain that occupied most of the rest of the 157 acres that made up the estate welcomed him warmly this afternoon. The drive from Manhattan had taken him roughly an hour and 15 minutes. Having until 2 years ago been the owner of some 50 city and county newspapers up and down the East Coast, Jonathan had driven in and out of Manhattan thousands of times during his lifetime. This trip was different, though. There was so much to think about today, so much weighing on his mind. Monumental events loomed on the horizon, events that would affect Jonathan and his family profoundly and change their lives forever. Normally the drive from the city to Three Lakes was a calm and soothing one, changing slowly along the way from the sterile, high-rise atmosphere of the fast-paced city in the United States to the natural, colorful scenery of the area surrounding Far Hills, New Jersey, deep in horse country. The drive usually drew Jonathan through an inner change, taking him from the overworked executive to the relaxed husband and father, ready to spend time with his family. Not so this day. The mind-numbing thoughts racing to and fro had made this drive seem non-existent. By the time he approached Three Lakes, he was dull from the desperate mental exertion. He negotiated the drive on autopilot. Nearing the house, Jonathan reached to touch another button, and the second stall of the 5-car garage opened, making way for him to park. He slowed down and eased the car into its resting place. Turning off the engine and climbing out of the car, he pressed the opener again and closed the garage door behind him. The first stall closest to the door to the mudroom was reserved for his wife Gloria's car, but seeing that it was gone, he knew that the house was his, at least for a time. He rarely felt this way, but today he was glad Gloria was gone. He needed some more time to himself before revealing the tragic news. The house on Three Lakes was enormous. At 23,000 square feet, the English Tudor-style home built by Jonathan's father on the rolling landscape outside of Far Hills was the quintessential northern New Jersey estate. It had 5 bedrooms in the family quarters, a 2-bedroom guest wing above the garages, and a formal dining room that seated 32 when the large cherry table was extended. The huge kitchen was where wonderful family memories began, where feasts were prepared for the hungry family to enjoy. In addition, there were formal and informal living rooms, a den, a recreation room complete with a billiards table built in 1865, and 2 offices, one for Jonathan and one for Gloria. The 2 rooms that set Three Lakes apart from the other large homes in the area were the library and the ballroom. It was Jonathan's mother, Charlotte, who, indulging a lifelong love affair with books, made sure that her husband, Edgar, included a library when he built the home. It was 2 stories high, with bookshelves all the way around its 1,800 square feet, holding 20,000 volumes. All of the great books of history were there, and Jonathan, also a book lover and avid reader, had spent hundreds of hours in the library reading them. The room was decorated exquisitely, with overstuffed leather couches, recliners, and study tables in the corners, complete with a banker's lamp on each. Providing access to the volumes on high shelves above your head was a 2-story rolling oak ladder that moved around the perimeter of the room. The second special room was the 4,000-square-foot ballroom. Throughout their years together, Edgar and Charlotte had hosted many a party there and always engaged the most popular bands and ensembles to entertain their friends, relatives, and business acquaintances. A large chandelier hung like a sparkling beach umbrella in the center of the room, while off to the side were sitting areas around the wooden dance floor where tired dancers could talk, enjoy good food, and drink their wine or champagne. A huge fireplace dominated the outer wall, and in the winter months guests looked forward to the warmth of a crackling fire. Large 2-story windows around the room gave way to broad, sweeping views of the gazebo, the front gate below, and the largest of the Three Lakes. The room was quite simply breathtaking. Edgar and Charlotte Blake had...
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.